Alright, so here we are in lesson 21, getting the job done, speed, work, and measurement units. So we're on page 19 of your note packet, and it talks about how we can use conversion tables that contain ratios that can be used to convert units of length, weight, or capacity. Alright, so the first part here says to identify the ratios that are associated with the conversions between feet, inches, and yards. So in 12 inches, we know that there is 1 foot. So the ratio of inches to feet would then be 12 inches to 1 foot. Alright, now the second one says 1 foot equals, and we know that's 12 inches. So now it says the ratio of feet to inches would be 1 to 12. So notice the orders just switched there, and we remember that order matters with ratios. So the next one says 3 feet equals 1 yard. So the ratio of feet to yards would be 3 to 1. And we know that 1 yard equals 3 feet. And the ratio of yards to feet would then be 1 to 3. Okay, so in exercise 2, all we're going to do is we're working on doing some unit conversions. So it says, we're going to ignore the first part, it says work with your partner, but we're trying to figure out how many feet are in 48 inches. So we are going to use the standard algorithm here, and we are comparing feet to inches. Alright, and remember they told us that there's 12 inches in 1 foot, or 1 over 12 foot per inch. So in that first spot, we know that in 1 foot there are 12 inches equals, now we have to fill in our second one. They're asking us how many feet, so that's where the question mark goes, and in 48 inches. So now, same thing like we've been doing, we're asking ourselves, how many, 12 times what gives us 48, and that would be 4. So we multiply by 4 on the top too, so we can say that there are 4 feet for 48 inches. Alright, exercise 3 says how many grams are in 6 kilograms. Okay, so we're doing grams to kilograms, so that's what our labels are going to be. For kilograms, I'm just going to use the abbreviation kg, and for grams, I'm just going to use g. Alright, and then we'll put in our blank standard algorithm first. So now, they say that the rate would be 1,000 grams per 1 kilogram. So in 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams, so we can fill that in. And they're asking us how many grams, so that's where the question mark goes, would be in 6 kilograms. Now again, we're asking us 1 times what gives us 6, and that would be times 6. So we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, times 6. 1,000 times 6 gives us 6,000 grams. Our final answer. Alright, the next example is asking us how many cups are in 5 quarts. So we are comparing quarts to cups. So quarts, I'm going to use QT, the abbreviation, and then I'm just going to write out cups because it's pretty short. We're going to put in our blank standard algorithm. Alright. And if you didn't know, alright, you'll get your conversion sheet in class. In 1 quart, there are 4 cups. Okay, so that's just something you guys will learn. But for now, just trust me, in 1 quart, there are 4 cups. It's asking us how many cups, so that's where the question mark goes, are in 5 quarts. So now we're asking ourselves, 1 times what gives us 5, so times 5, right? So on the bottom we're going to do 4 times 5, and we know 4 times 5 is 20, and this would be 20 cups. Alright, so we're going to flip on over to the next page now, and I've got just one more example I want to try with you. So example 2 says how many quarts are in 10 cups. So again, we are comparing quarts to cups. Put in our blank standard algorithm here. And we know, like I told you, in 1 quart there are 4 cups. And it's asking us how many quarts, so that's a question mark, would be 10 cups. So now we're trying to ask ourselves 4 times what gives us 10. So you might have to use your calculator and go backwards. So on the calculator we would do 10 divided by 4, which gives us 2.5. So it would be 4 times 2.5. So then we would do 1 times 2.5 on the top. And 1 times 2.5 gives us just 2.5, and this would be 2.5 quarts. That's our final answer there. Okay, so for these next 4, I want you to try these on your own. I'm going to give you the answers actually. So for number 1, your answer should be 7.5 pints. Number 2 should be 6,000 milliliters. Number 3 should be 3.5 pounds. And 4 should be 180 inches. Okay, and I'm trying to see, I think maybe the only other part I'll give you here is for number 3, pounds and ounces are what we're comparing, so pounds and ounces. And your first part of the ratio, that in 1 pound there are 16 ounces. And that should help you out a little bit. So you're using the standard algorithm for all these, so I want you to try them on your own, and then we will go over them in class.